Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on and do a love reading. Somebody made a comment the other day. They were saying, this isn't a bad comment, they were saying that they really resonated with my readings and that they're sick of their dynamic. And how do I not get sick of reading their dynamic? Which I had to laugh at because, I've been there. um, but, I do all of my readings. I'm intuitively guided to do them. I don't push readings out just for the sake of pushing readings out. That's the reason it's taken me so long to do zodiac readings, because I don't do them unless I'm intuitively called to do them. And, another thing about, I'm sure you've heard other readers mention this, is each reading a reader does, we're channeling we're channeling a power higher than ourselves. We're opening up to be a channel for this energy, for your person, for you. And actually, after the fact, it's kind of wiped. It's like Men in Black. It's like somebody comes in and says, boop, you don't remember anything. I struggle with like naming my readings because the time I upload them the same day. But by the time I upload them, I've already forgotten what they were about. So I do channel, a lot of the same collectives over and over again. I myself don't tire from it because, like I said, my memory's wiped each time. Like when I do pick a cards, I can't remember what they're about. um, but I'm also someone like something I don't feel like I have to explain myself as a reader, but I channel soul contracts. I channel very complicated situations. It's not what I ask to do. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but like I myself know from watching tarot, I've resonated with different readers along my journey, because some of us, channel different things. Like there's a reader that I used to watch that, is really good at channeling, how can I put this? Like there's readers that are really good at channeling new love. There's readers that are really good at channeling career. We don't I don't know if it's like feeling protective over light workers that I'm feeling right now, but I just want people to understand that I don't choose what I channel. I don't choose what comes through. I can't make the cards come out. I know that you guys have witnessed the magic that comes out in the cards. So anyway, if you don't resonate with me, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you or there's anything wrong with me. It just means that I'm not channeling your collective. That's all that means. And like I said, if you watch me, like I channel very complicated situations that involve a lot of healing, and my readings are very, very long because I don't keep track of time when I'm doing readings. I just kind of open myself up, and any messages that come through, come through. And oftentimes they're very in depth, they're very specific, and I talk a lot about healing and growth. Again, that's my mission. So I don't know why I'm saying all that, but here we go. So I have to mention, first and foremost, when I was meditating for this reading, I was overcome with emotion. So I spent a little bit of time crying. And I'm not sure if that's your energy or your person's energy, but it was sad. It was very sad. And even right now, I feel, you know how you feel when you're like trying to hold back tears? That's kind of how I feel right now. I'm sitting in your person's energy. So you could be dealing with someone who's avoided, feeling their emotions about this. I do channel a lot of connections that the contract is about healing. Anyway, so we're going to get into it. So someone could be feeling sad here. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're losing hope. Maybe, you know, your person is just feeling really emotional right now, and soul contract, soul bond, soul tie. Perhaps you're feeling that energy. So I grabbed this deck, which I haven't used in a while. I can tell because there's dust all over it. Let's look at the top card. Oh my gosh, stop it. We have running. Don't stop, Spirit. Just don't stop. Keep going. We have, that was weird. There could be some sexual feelings here. Anyway, we have running, escape, denial, excuses. So I said you could have been dealing with someone who was running from their emotions. I just kind of want to see what this card is. Boundaries. So this could be someone you had to put up boundaries with. We have disrespectful, enough is enough, defend yourself. And you could have been someone who was saying, you're disrespecting me. And they could have been like, meh, like, I don't want to face myself, or I don't want to take accountability. Or giving you excuses for bad behavior, you know? So let's see what this is about. Let's look at the bottom. We have suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. That is interesting because I mentioned how during the meditation I was crying. And we have trapped. So there could be something that feels like this person could want to come towards you or see like a future with you, and they could be feeling like they can't come towards you. Maybe you are dealing with an avoidant. You could be dealing with someone who feels trapped in some sort of situation. Very interesting. We have soulmate, twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. Didn't I say soul bond? That's what I channel. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. So let's see what's happening for you, my friend, what you need to know. Like, this is just, again, intuitive reading. We're going to see what comes through me and what spirit wants you to know about this. Let's get it. We have exhausted. So you could be feeling exhausted right now, or burnt out, tired of the journey. You could be like a divine feminine, I'm hearing. The person you are dealing with could be in burnout. They could be, you know, exhausted. They could be exhausted from running because we had that running card. They could be exhausted at staying away from you. Is that gray pickup truck, black pickup truck? It was hard to tell the difference, but anyway, it was one of those two. I'm also hearing burnout. Like, another thing that I sometimes pick up on is neurodivergent energy. So you could be dealing with someone who is, oh dear, I feel a rant coming. Hang on. Hang on. There's a rant coming. You could be dealing with someone who experiences burnout. Like, you could be dealing with someone who's neurodivergent. That's another thing, is that before I started doing this, I went down the rabbit hole of understanding neurodivergency. And someone who is autistic and someone who is ADHD, someone whose brain operates differently in connections. They show up in different ways and connections that sometimes an holistic person, which is a non-autistic person, you'll hear them called neurotypicals. I think the appropriate term now is holistic, but autistic people, neurodivergent people behave in relationships in ways that holistics don't understand. And then those neurodivergent people get labeled, you know, harmful. Labels are harmful. As I'm using labels about being autistic and holistic, those are labels too. Anyway, so like, just for example, I don't know why I'm telling you any of this, but like someone with ADHD can be quite impulsive and can have moments of rage and lack of patience, and they can avoid and put things off. And for someone who doesn't understand neurodivergency, that can look like toxic behavior, you know? And for some reason, I'm seeing, you know, I had to get my children assessed for neurodivergency because I am neurodivergent. And I wanted them, I was never assessed for it. I was missed because I was a female. Females present differently. And I went undiagnosed my entire life, and it kind of, I could have used some of the resources, like I could have used some of the understanding from society, from my teachers, from my parents about what I was actually going through internally. And, you know, I just remember when I had my kids assessed, one of the doctors had my daughter sat down in the doctor's office, and we had to talk about all of the things that she essentially does wrong, you know? And he said to her, he's like, this is not your fault. Your brain just works differently. And again, once you start delving in, why am I telling you this? Once you start delving into neurodivergency, some of the behaviors in relationships can start to make sense, you know? Humans are complicated creatures. We're complicated, especially, you know, there's been people like are neurodivergent. People are different. Not everyone is the same. Some people have experienced trauma. Some people carry trauma from past, like their past ancestors. So that logical thinking of if they wanted to, they would, and if they were a good person, they would just act like this, is not accurate for how complicated we are as humans. And you know, why am I telling you this? So that's like part of my mission, I feel, is to bring deeper awareness and deeper understanding and fight those self-limiting beliefs and programmed concepts and things like that. I wish I had more words. That is all. I don't know why that all just came out for your reading, but now I have to talk about something else. I can't remember if it was in my Taurus reading or it was in what comes after Taurus? Gemini. I can't remember if it was in my Taurus reading or my Gemini reading, but I felt called to talk about rats. And let me just talk about that for a minute. So again, if someone like you could be dealing with someone you're cutting ties with, my goodness, someone who was toxic, runner. Anyway, you could have been dealing with someone who was a runner, who was an avoidant. An avoidant isn't a bad person. An avoidant is a byproduct of their upbringing. An avoidant, you know, that's learned, programmed behavior that they learned from not having their needs met. Or they inherited it from their past generations. And the example that I want to tell you about is I recently saw something about a study that was done with rats. Some of you already know what I'm about to say because you saw that reading. But they put trigger warning if you don't like hearing about rats being shocked, trigger warning. But they put rats in an enclosure and they left one opening. So like if I were to move this flower, they left a little opening. And every time they had like an invisible fence, like, you know, dogs, invisible collar, invisible wire fence or whatever it's called. So every time the rats left, or tried to leave, they'd get shocked. And some of the rats would try multiple times to leave the enclosure, each time getting shocked and retreating back into the enclosure. Eventually, all of the rats stopped trying to leave because they made the connection. If I walk through this door, I'm going to get shocked. I'm going to get hurt. Then they took those rats and they impregnated them. And they put their babies in the same enclosure without them. The parents weren't there. The mothers weren't there. They put the baby rats in this enclosure and they left the opening. And not one of those baby rats tried to leave. Not one of them tried to leave through the opening. All of them were, it was in their makeup that if they tried to walk through that door, they would get hurt. And that is my point. Like, some of this is inherited. Like, some people believe or subconsciously feel, if I get close to that person, they're going to hurt me. If I feel an attachment to that person, they're going to hurt me. I have to run. Again, it's so much deeper than, if he was into you, he would just be with you. It's so much deeper than that. Anyway, let's get into your reading. That was a lot of ranting, but here we go. We have an epiphany. So someone who's been suffering in silence having an epiphany. Maybe you're having an epiphany right now as I'm talking about some of this stuff. Like, maybe you are having a light bulb moment about your own person or about yourself. The best thing I ever did was learn about myself and the way my brain works, and about my trauma and about my healing. Still on that journey. Self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. So we have an epiphany. Someone's suffering in silence, having an epiphany. Some people don't make the connection that they're in avoiding. Some people don't make the connection that they're in anxious attachment. Some people don't make the connection that they're toxic, you know? Sometimes it takes a soul contract, I believe, for us to see those things. We have vacay, get away, relax, and we have burned bridges, lack of trust, disloyal. Very interesting. So it feels like this is someone that maybe you put up boundaries with, or someone who pushed you away. Could have been someone who burned that bridge. Like, I was just thinking about, you know, someone who maybe said some really hurtful words, burned a bridge between the two of you, or you could feel like that bridge is burned. This person could feel like that bridge is burned. And we have running again. Escape, denial, excuses. I'm not here to make excuses for anyone. I'm here to challenge that programming. I'm here to challenge the labels. Anyway, we have hopeless, lost, depression. I'm not going to say that word, unaliving. And we have toxic. So there could be someone feeling like, there could be someone having an epiphany that they're a toxic person, you know, and that they do run from things. And maybe this is something they've never realized about themselves or wanted to face. And it feels like you've got someone very down in the dumps here. Like I said, I was crying before starting this reading while meditating on their energy. I was in tears. And we have sipping and nurturing, recharge. Very interesting. So you could resonate with divine feminine. There could have been other people's opinions that got in the way of this connection. This person could be keeping an eye on you, trying to get information on you. Maybe this person heard something about you or saw something about you that's made them feel quite sad. Like, maybe you've moved on, or maybe you look like you're doing great. We have daydreaming. Someone having daydreams about you. And, you know, you could daydream about this person a lot. So let's see what's happening here. I haven't ranted like that in a little while. We have smell the roses, which is giving me, this reminds me of the Nine of Pentacles for some reason, because sometimes we see, like, on the Nine of Pentacles, someone like tending to their pentacles, someone tending to their garden. And we have slow down, take some you time, get out in nature, like grounding yourself. So you could be someone who, you know, maybe you are taking time to yourself. Maybe there is a break between you and this person. We also have family, blood ties, and I just talked about those rats. So you could be dealing with someone who's realizing, you know, that maybe they are behaving like their parents. They're behaving like maybe they're realizing they have childhood trauma. I mean, ever since COVID, we've seen a huge change in people wanting to heal and evolve. You know, I know that we've also seen like my parents' generation kind of look at us and think like, what does the past matter? Like, it happened in the past. You know, I've seen so many things on social media about how our children don't talk to us anymore, or they come from the generation where they abandon their parents, and it's not about that. It's about healing ourselves, finally healing ourselves and breaking cycles, so that they don't get passed on to our children. You know, I was talking about those rats, and I think I've talked about it before where I've seen my trauma in my children, even though they never grew up with a parent who was, you know, like, I'm nothing like my dad, but they sometimes, I could see it in them that they had my trauma from what happened to me in my childhood. Um, like being afraid for no reason, being afraid that I was going to hurt them or scream at them, or to me, that's the point of healing, is to break those cycles so that it doesn't keep getting passed on through our children. Anyway, I don't know why I'm ranting about this right now. I really don't. It's really, I can't explain when these downloads come through what they mean. Interesting. So let's see what you need to know about this situation other than all of that. Let's see what you need to hear about this situation. We have tension. Hopeful. Stagnant. Oh my goodness gracious. So it does look like you are, like, maybe this person sees you relaxing and having fun. I'm not saying that you are relaxing and having fun. Maybe you just look that way. Maybe you are relaxing and having fun, and it's causing this person perhaps to worry, to feel a loss of hope. We have tension here, stressed out, migraines, worry. Also, we had that epiphany card. So if you're someone who is like in a soul bond with someone, especially counterparts, and they're going through an epiphany, which is an awakening, you could be feeling that. So you could be getting headaches. You could be getting random headaches. We definitely have someone who burned a bridge with you here. Lack of trust, disloyal, anyway. Disloyal, turned back on. I wonder, turned back on. Okay, so they turned their back on you, or they turned their back on this connection. Maybe you turned your back on this connection because there was a lot of disrespect. Remember the boundaries card? Maybe, you know, you're someone who didn't know how to put up boundaries, and the universe kind of put those boundaries in place for you. We have hopeful and stagnant. So it feels like maybe, you know, this connection, this separation, I'm hearing separation, has become quite stagnant, and maybe you're starting to lose hope. It also looks to me like there's someone hopeful here about rebuilding a bridge with you. So let's just keep going. We have paranoid. Yeah. There is an energy here where somebody is like looking at you, feeling very paranoid, feeling very worried because you look like you're okay. You look like maybe you've recently taken a trip. Maybe you've recently posted, you know, you've been out with your friends. Maybe you appear, and I feel like you're not just appearing like this, but you're actually, maybe you're in divine feminine energy. Looking happy, joy, healing. And they could be quite paranoid about this. They could be wondering like, well, what's going on with you? Who's making you smile like that? Like, why are you so happy? Almost suspicious. Like, what is going on with you that you're so happy? Like, don't you miss me? And it could be causing them to feel I don't want to say resentful, but it could be causing them to have some realizations about you. They could be starting to wonder, like, why do I feel jealous that they're doing so well? If I really wanted to, I could go be with them. I could build that bridge. I could meet them on that bridge. Feeling very insecure about the fact that you look like you're doing great. And again, there's something about this lack of trust, disloyal, that you could even be feeling like if you're healing, you could even be very cautious of this person. Like, you know, if I let this person into my energy again, are they just going to hurt me again? You could be someone who's protecting your energy right now. Let's get one more. Brown eyes could be symbolic. I feel like this person is watching you. And, you know, for some of you, like, they could be seeing you explore new possibilities, or they could be paranoid that you have new possibilities. Remember, I was hearing, who's making you smile like that? So they could be suspicious that you have someone else in your energy. The name Michael could be symbolic, or the name Kors, it says Michael Kors, or MK could be symbolic. What else was I thinking about this card? It does say 30 on it, 3, which is divine feminine energy, the Empress. What time is that? I can tell time. That's for that's like 4:14. I know I've had this card before, and 4:14 gives me the, and 30 gives me the energy of Emperor and Empress and Temperance. Anyway, so this person, Temperance, think about Temperance. So this person could, you know, be taking their time coming back in, because we did have that stagnant card. It says delay, procrastination, too busy. And again, right away I'm hearing, you know, if they wanted to, they would. And right away I'm hearing neurodivergent people put things off all the time. And it's not because they're bad people. It's because they have task avoidance. It's how their brain works. Their brain avoids things that feel like a task, things that feel challenging. And it feels to me like you do have someone kind of watching you, procrastinating about coming towards you, worrying about how long it's taken, worrying how long it's been since they've spoken to you, wondering if it's too late to take action. Whoops. Tower moment. Maybe there was a tower that needed to, I don't off the top of my head know what fluorite, this is a fluorite tower. So you could look up what fluorite, the crystal, means, what its healing properties are. That's the one that fell. That's the tower that fell. It's also green, and I was talking about emotions. So, you know, this person could be having a rush of emotion right now, I'm hearing. Interesting how that happened. And we have possibilities. We have make up your mind, you know? So we have someone who needs to make up their mind here, who's thinking about coming towards you. And you could be someone who is exploring different possibilities, whether that's in love, whether that's in like taking a course, whether that's in following your dream in some way, finding out what your soul purpose is. You know, I believe everything I channel, it's for a reason. And remember, in the beginning of this reading, I was talking about my mission and about how I didn't choose my mission, it chose me. So you could be someone who is following your dreams, trying to believe in yourself when it comes to your dreams. Take it as it resonates. It also feels like this person needs to believe in themselves a little bit more, is what I'm hearing. So let's keep going. There's that N word. There's that nasty, nasty label. We have narcissist here. Again, everyone and their dog will diagnose people as a narcissist when really we're not equipped to make that diagnosis. And, you know, you could have been dealing with someone with narcissistic tendencies. You could have been dealing with someone who was egotistical, who had a fragile ego, who was an opportunist. It says it here. And then we have twin flame friendship romantic partner. So it feels like, you know, you have a soul connection with this person to help them maybe realize those things about themselves, because I feel like this is someone who runs away from facing themselves. You could have reflected some of this back onto them. Very interesting here. And on the bottom, we have smell the roses, take some you time. So it feels like you needed, I'm seeing the empath narcissist paradigm. So you could have been an empath, and maybe this person was draining your energy because they were in a lower vibrational energy, and it feels like you needed to be separated from this person. Maybe, you know, you needed to, with smell the roses, it could have been that for some of you, you could have been overlooking some of this behavior because you saw them as your twin flame or your soulmate. And, you know, I always say, just because you have a soul connection with that person doesn't mean you have to overlook bad behavior. It's about putting up boundaries. It's about learning that you deserve more than that bad behavior. And it's about them healing that within themselves and meeting you where you are. So just, you know, you could have felt like, oh, this is my counterpart. And maybe you needed to kind of, how can I say that? That smell the roses, like take off the rose-colored glasses is what I'm hearing. Let's keep going. We have toxic under burned bridges. Also, I was saying, it looks like you needed time away from this person with unhealthy behavioral patterns. That's what I'll call it. Underneath tension with migraines. Remember I said, if you're connected to this person energetically, then if they're having epiphanies, you'd be feeling that in your third eye area. So it would feel like a headache. And then we had twin flame come out underneath that card. So whatever they're feeling, you could be picking up on. Under burned bridges, we have toxic. So we do have like toxic behaviors or things that look like they're toxic is what I'm hearing. There could have been a lot of arguments between you and this person. You could have been incompatible in some way, and that can, you know, twin flames, as they grow and evolve, they don't remain on the same level. I've seen it, you know, I've seen it described with magnets. Like when you first come together, it's like this magnetic attraction. And then through the journey, you repel each other. So you could have started repelling each other because you were farther along on your healing journey than this person. They could have been, you know, in lower vibrational energy, and maybe you were ascending. Anyway, underneath hopeful, we have puzzled. And I'm remembering that the bottom of the deck was stagnant. Dogs could be symbolic in some way, especially that bulldog that was on that card. So this person, it looks like they could go back and forth with feeling stuck and feeling like they want to come towards you, because we have all these arrows pointing this way and then we have one arrow pointing that way. This could be a very confusing situation. Like, I remember when I first started the twin flame journey, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is this? Why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? I didn't understand any of it. It's really meant to break you down and have you rise as this higher version of yourself. Them too. So conflicted. Okay, so let's look under paranoid. We have epiphany. So they could have seen something online that caused them to have an epiphany about you or have a realization about you or see that they took you for granted, that you're actually, a catch I'm hearing. It says untapped potential I'm hearing. But with this paranoid, cautious, insecure, guarded, coming out with Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention, this is one of those energies that people will tell you is BS, that is actually a thing. If they wanted to reach out, they would. Not if they're being stopped by this Archangel Michael. I guess you have to believe in those types of things to believe that. But if this person is watching you and not communicating, there's a reason. It's because you're being protected from harm. We have divine intervention. So for some of you, this person maybe had an epiphany and now they're being divinely guided, divine intervention to like come out from behind that wall, so to speak. I also think it's interesting because I mentioned the rats and the opening, and I said this could have been someone whose parents or grandparents or ancestors, learned that it's not safe to let your walls down. It's not safe to feel confident about a connection because as soon as you do, that's when they hurt you. So just take that as it resonates. So whatever's happening here, like if you're feeling cautious and guarded with this person, remember you're being protected by Archangel Michael here. You're protected. And if this person, it looks to me like they're just kind of watching you, it's for your own protection. Like if they're, like maybe they're too insecure to come towards you right now. And maybe if they came in that insecure energy, they would just come in and damage this more, they'd come in with those toxic traits. We have glow up. So what did I say? I feel like this person is watching you evolve, looking happy, you're healing, you're glowing up. And sometimes we can be glowing and not realize we're glowing. Like sometimes we can go through a glow up and everybody's telling us how great we look and we're feeling like a bag of poop. And maybe you needed to go through this glow up. Maybe you needed to rise like that phoenix. And maybe that's why, boundaries were put in place here, whether you put them, Archangel Michael put them, or this person put them. It feels like a wall went up for your own protection so that you could go through this glow up. They could be very attracted to you right now too. If you're going through a glow up, you could be in very magnetic energy. Remember I talked about counterparts, how they can repel each other. So if you are going through this glow up, that means you're in that magnetic energy that's pulling this person in, getting their attention. Anyway, let's keep going. We have underneath laughter, happiness, joy, and healing, which is sun energy, which is divine masculine energy. We have masculine energy, authority, discipline, father figure. Very interesting. So they could be feeling the consequences of, losing you here. We have consequences, bad choices, games, mixed signals. And look, we have matches on this person's face. That's really interesting. What does that say? I don't know what that says. So if you are in this Empress energy, if you are working on your happiness, working on your healing, raising your vibration, your counterpart picks up on that energetically. And it could be that it's because of this connection with this person that you are going through this glow up, even though you're in separation, even though there's been, mixed signals and other things happening here. Also, it's possible this person, we see the burned bridges, like it's possible this person needed to go through some karmic lessons and they couldn't go through them when you were in their energy, because this is getting like really technical here in terms of spirituality and healing and things like that. But divine counterparts. If you are like a divine feminine and this person is in your energy, they have a certain level of protection. So they could have been being protected from these karmic lessons as long as, you know, you were in this situation with them. So it could be now that they're in separation. Look at the sun coming out as we're talking about divine masculine energy. It could be that now that you're focused on yourself, this person is actually suffering the consequences of how they treated you. So let's keep going. We have isolation. Underneath time, delay, isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. I don't know if you guys have Costco where you live, but that's the Costco bear. Costco could be symbolic. That's that huge bear they sell at Costco. I don't know if they sell it anywhere else. But what's keeping this person looks like the fact that it's self-inflicted. You know, they're putting it off. It's almost like self-sabotage. Part of what's happening here is they could be afraid that you're going to reject them. They could be, you know, intimidated about coming towards you because they could have been the one that left you alone and rejected you. I actually want to get, I'm feeling called to get a different deck just to see if we can, I mean, I just want to see what comes out in this deck. Divine feminine. Divine masculine. Very interesting. We have adrenaline rush, high highs, low lows, changing it up. So maybe you were done with the mixed signals, you were done with the inconsistency. And we have relationship lesson. So maybe you're in the energy where, you know, you will no longer go back to this version of that person, the toxic version. We have hiding, look, hiding, paranoid, watching you. The fact that we have paranoid and hiding, I feel like this person, like, you wouldn't know they're watching you. Like they wouldn't be interacting with you in any type of way. They'd be like, there are ways to cover your tracks when you are watching someone on social media. I remember because I had someone watch something of mine, and then all of a sudden the fact that they watched it had disappeared. And I was like, that was strange. It was almost like they, you know, they were covering their tracks. So then I was like, can you do that? So I looked up. I'm not someone who like creeps on people ever. I barely know how to work social media. But after that happened, after I saw them watch my video, and then all of a sudden their little head was gone. It was like they had never watched it. I'm like, I know they watched it. How did they do that? So I actually went online and I was like, can you watch someone like through stories, white truck? Can you watch someone through stories, through Instagram, and actually cover your tracks? And there are ways you can do it. I won't go into those ways. One of them involves airplane mode, but anyway, there are sneaky ways to watch people without appearing like you're watching them. All right. We have spiritual awakening. That's a great card for your first card. It's great. We have Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So it feels like you were meant to awaken this person and they were meant to awaken you. It feels like you were meant to glow into and grow into the highest version of yourself. And I feel like you're triggering that within this person. And that could be what they're running from, you know? We also have a door, looks up to you, enchanted. So that looks up to you. Happiness. It feels like this person has you on a pedestal. And I always say, I used to think that being put on a pedestal sounded great, but it's actually not. Because when somebody puts you on a pedestal, yes, they look up to you. Yes, they see you as, you know, this adore card, you know, they put you up on a pedestal. But eventually they start to feel beneath you. And it's not because of you. It's because they've put you on this pedestal. So I don't even know if I'm saying that right. So that was a weird color SUV. That was like it was almost like a baby blue gray SUV. Anyway, so they start to feel insecure because they've put you up on this pedestal. Once they put you up there, you know, they have to evolve to your level or they're going to feel insecure, if that makes sense. So yeah, it feels like this connection was meant to help you both ascend into your higher selves, the highest version of yourselves, which are what these soul contracts are about. And it can be very hard for muggles to understand that through all that programming and all those labels. Those muggles. So let's see what we'll get 6 cards. We'll see what comes out for your 6 cards. Show me what the viewer needs. Magic. That's freaking magic. Can I just say that? That's your first card out, Divine Feminine. So definitely you could be a Divine Feminine. And look, we have non-action. We've got someone watching you ascend into your higher self, like feeling insecure about coming towards you is what this feels like. And you could have, Divine Feminine, you could have triggered them to evolve into their higher self. It's almost like I'm seeing a bomb being, like, you know, when someone triggers a bomb in a movie, it's almost like you triggered a bomb within this person, a bomb of awakening and growing into their higher self. Anyway. Okay. So look, this is insane. We've got unsure emotions, back and forth, and we've got gamble, take a chance. So this is someone like, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? This is someone watching you, someone thinking about taking action, but they fear rejection. Someone, you know, Archangel Michael, protection from harm, listening. So someone, you know, if this is someone who's thinking about reaching out to you and something stops them, I feel like it's for your own protection. With the Archangel Michael card coming out twice, it could be that this person is being guided to take a chance towards you here with this gamble card. And we have emotions unsure. Like, and remember I talked about in the beginning of this reading, I was in tears during the meditation for your person's energy. So this could be someone feeling like very frustrated with the fact that, you know, something is stopping them from coming towards you. They could be frustrated with themselves even. Archangel Michael, and we have commitment. Clowns could be symbolic. Wheel of Fortune, the Wonder Wheel. So Wheel of Fortune could be symbolic. Ferris wheel could be symbolic. There could be memories. Look, we have past, looking back, history, old days. And, you know, I spent a lot of time talking about how we are affected by our past, and we're affected by our parents, and we're affected by our ancestors. Very interesting. You know, whoever you're connected to here is looking back at you, looking back at the history between you. Very nostalgic. We have keeping notes. So this is someone, it feels like this is someone, you know, self-reflecting, someone trying to figure out what to say to you, someone who can't stop looking back at you. Like you're in their past and it's like they can't let go of you. Very interesting. Can't stop thinking about you. 2 more, please, Spirit. This is just... We have pause, divine timing. We have the clock here, divine timing. Timing factor, trust angels, and you have two angel, like you have Archangel Michael coming up twice, so you need to trust in this. And we have mom, dad, family ties. I'm telling you, I went on that rant for a reason. This person is, you know, I feel like this person probably, again, I wish I had a better way to say this, but I just keep hearing byproduct of their upbringing. So it feels like some of these things were inherited through their parents, through, like I said, generational trauma, perhaps. And we have signs, and we have, whoa, we have signs, synchronicities, 555, 444, 1111, 222, 333. So you've got someone seeing signs and synchronicities about you all the time. People that look like you, same name as you, numbers that remind them of you. We've got winter, it's a surprise, Sag energy, and we've got confession. And remember, this is someone like, it's an interesting energy. Like, I just started biting my nail and I don't bite my nails anymore. So that's weird. Maybe your person is biting their nails. Maybe they're a nail biter. But it's like this is someone who is like just, I'm seeing someone at like a crossroads or a threshold. I'm seeing this card called the Threshold. So it's like they're about to step over this threshold. They're being guided to step over that threshold. So let's get some tarot. I chose another deck that I haven't used in a while. And look, you can see, because there's dust on it. X marks the spot. Oh, a card got left behind. What is it? We have the Six of Stars, equal give and take. And we have the Empress. Of course it's the Empress on the bottom of the deck. Divine Feminine. Why am I not surprised? So you could be evolving into this Divine Feminine right now. And, you know, you could be in an energy where you deserve reciprocal energy. And if this person can't give it to you, then you're being protected from this person until they can give it to you. Can give it to you. Anyway, I just heard, I don't know what song it is or why I'm hearing it. And now I'm hearing a plane. Do you guys hear that? Ascension. It's like a seaplane. That's really interesting. Anyway, I heard, I don't know why I'm hearing this. I don't even know what song this is, but I heard X is going to give it to you. Anyway, I don't know. My windows are rattling. Oh, look, it is. Actually, that's a helicopter. Interesting. Look up. I'll look it up for you. Follow the wisps. Follow the wisps is what I say. I have, like, just let me show you an example of someone who, I am someone who has the label ADHD. And look at this. Like, this is a perfect example of task avoidance. Look at my emails. Look. That's also, whoops, that's starseed information. That's also 1919, which is, you know, divine masculine energy. But like, I'm someone with task avoidance. I have 2,000 emails. Like, anyway. So your person could have task avoidance. 2,000 emails, my goodness. That's why it's almost impossible for me to respond or see emails because I get so many. And that's not junk mail either. That's like actual emails. Helicopter, spiritual meaning. There's a spiritual meaning for everything, my friends. Oh my gosh. The helicopter, especially if you see it in a dream, can indicate rapid acceleration and positive steps towards your goal. The helicopter can embody agility, adaptability, quick thinking. Oh my goodness, the helicopter. Perhaps your spirit is yearning to grow to new heights. So you could be growing into this divine feminine. That is very interesting. Your person could be being called to elevate. All right, so let's get into this. What? Are you fucking kidding me? The first card, Mrs. Doubtfire, could be symbolic. Look, the Nine of Pentacles. Didn't I mention the Nine of Pentacles evolving into your higher selves? Look at this. Look, look, look. Just look. Empress, Emperor, Nine of Stars. You know, growing and working on yourselves independently before coming back together as the divine feminine, divine masculine. And, you know, once you hit this divine feminine status, this person has to meet you where you are. You cannot go backwards. You cannot descend, I'm hearing. You cannot unawaken. That is so interesting. That was magic. We have the Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment. You know, whenever I see the Ten of Cups, I also think about the inner healing that's required. Look, Emperor. The inner healing that's required in order to feel that emotional fulfillment. If you're unhealed, it's impossible to feel that happiness if you're unhealed. We've got the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So someone perhaps someone about to, with the Nine of Wands, someone about to come towards you. All right. I can't help it that this reading is so long. I can't help it. I've got no control over it. I wish it wasn't that long either. So we have Five of Crystals. And, you know, Five of Crystals makes me think of how we self-sabotage. Five of Crystals makes me think about, you know, toxic behaviors, perhaps mind games. Five of Crystals can be an energy that it's how we learn to keep ourselves safe. So it's reactions and behaviors that when we were a child, that's how we learned how to keep ourselves safe, was by pushing someone away or by pulling back our energy or whatever we learned. You know, again, the Five of Swords can be about the way we self-sabotage things, our own lives even. So it could have been that both of you, in a way, were self-sabotaging in this connection, and maybe that's something you were meant to heal here. It was something you were about to learn about. It was something you were meant to learn about yourself, self-sabotaging behavior. We also have the Page of Swords here. So this could have been someone who was quite... now I'm being called... You could resonate with Cancer. I just did a Cancer reading, and this is making me think... I pulled out this exact same card in a different deck, and it made me want to pull out this book, and now I'm being told to pull it out again. This Page of Swords that I'm reading is one of the only court cards I've ever read from this book, but I'm feeling called. So this could be someone who was, you know, who learned in adolescence to protect themselves, is what I'm hearing. Could be someone at a distance or someone you communicate with over the internet or watches you over the internet. This could be someone very opinionated, very good with their words. They might be slightly too clever for your liking, and you might suspect they are capable of sharp practice or deception. Someone fast-talking, someone who is manipulative, and therefore should be treated with caution and wariness. And this person could have learned those behaviors from their parents, or in order to coexist with their parents, you know? Anyway, take it as it resonates. So let's see what we've got, what you need to know about this situation. What do you need to know about this situation? We've got the Fool. We've got the Knight of Wands. So someone trying to work up the courage to take a leap of faith towards you with the Fool. Someone who is maybe afraid, like you could have had a false start with this person. They could have had, like they could have been a runner with that energy. We did see escapist. And we have Two of Cups in reverse. Man, you should, some of you are going to resonate with that Cancer reading if you're a Cancer. So we've got Two of Cups and the Fool. So you've got someone who you're in separation with, thinking about taking a leap of faith towards you here. Two of Cups in reverse. Feels like someone missing you. Two of Cups, separation, rejection, division, imbalance, tension, bad communication. So this could have been someone very, you know, sharp with their words, like that Page of Swords was talking about. Relationship imbalance and codependency. Remember we talked about codependency. Very interesting. You could be in a situation where their trust is not justified. They have been rejected. They are faced with rash behavior. Their feelings are hurt, or their romantic relationship with someone is not developing as they would like. So you could be someone who is hoping that this person takes a leap of faith towards you. You could be someone who's hoping that you can move on from this. Like maybe you were hopeful that you could evolve and find new love, and maybe that's not progressing as you would have liked. I saw someone mention the other day, like, I don't want to be with my person. I don't want to be with this person. I want new love, but the universe keeps sending me signs and synchronicities about this past person. Why? And the reason is because there's something bigger than yourself at play here. There's a higher power here. There's a soul contract here. That's why. Anyway. And yeah, you could have been dealing with like codependency here. So you could have become very anxiously attached to this person. They could have been an avoidant. And it shows a disconnection. This person maybe wasn't meeting your needs. Like maybe you needed more from this person and they couldn't give it to you. Maybe that's why I heard X is going to give it to you. Like maybe this person is now going to give it to you. Anyway. I feel like your person has very like sexual thoughts about you, if I'm being honest. Anyway, that's very personal. It's all personal. So let's see. I just want to see near future what's coming. So definitely someone you're in separation with, someone where there was an imbalance, tension, division, you know, wanting to take a leap of faith towards you, and you could be feeling unhappy with the fact that they haven't taken this leap. Again, you've got someone on the threshold here is what I'm seeing. So let's just look at near future energy between the two of you. Cancer, are you here? Oh my gosh, we have creation here. So this card comes after self-awareness and reflection and healing. It's the birth of something beautiful. Like we've got the Eight of Stars, which is commitment, renewal. That's crazy pants. I want to see what's underneath that other card that fell. I don't know if anybody's seen the card that fell, but my mind is just like blown here. So near future energy, we do have this person kind of crossing that threshold, stepping into their higher self here with the Flower of Life. Look, near future energy. We have the Nine of Pentacles and we have the Emperor. So it looks like you, near future energy, independent, self-sufficient, glowing, stepping into your higher self here. I think you already are. And we have the Emperor, someone taking action towards you. And then we have the Flower of Life, which is, again, crossing that threshold. My ears are ringing. hate when you say that to muggles and they're like, sounds like tintinitis or tinnitus or whatever the fuck it's called. No, it's not. It's magical. Shut up. So that's near future energy. We see you very focused on yourself, very independent, and we see this person stepping up. We see this person coming into this divine masculine energy. Feminine leads the way is what I'm hearing. That is interesting. So let's look at your person's energy. Let's look at this Emperor's current energy. We have Judgment, Awakening. Interesting. So there could have been a delay in this person's awakening. They could have tried to push this off. Judgment energy is like, it's an awakening. Remember, we saw the helicopter, ascension, wanting to grow, wanting to evolve. Judgment is, you know, where you, like, it's like this person is self-reflecting, becoming more self-aware, I'm hearing. That is really interesting. Self-evaluation, awakening, renewal, purpose, reflection, reckoning, making adjustments, finding your purpose. Very interesting. It's also about making a decision, or it's about being faced with choices that will have an effect on our life. So this person sees this, making the choice to come towards you. They know that once they make that choice to come towards you, it's going to go one or two ways. It's either going to open a door to a renewal, and they're going to have to, you know, put their money where their mouth is and give it to you. That ex is going to give it to you and commit, or they're going to make this choice to come towards you, and you could possibly reject them, and they could feel, this person is looking at this like what they do next is going to change their life with this Judgment card. This is very interesting. And, you know, this could have been someone, the way that it came out, you know, it didn't come out in reverse. But the way that it came out crossing, this could be someone who is struggling with self-doubt, who is, you know, who was avoiding looking at themselves for a time. On the bottom, for their energy, we do have healing past wounds. And remember, I said, I went on a rant about how since COVID, a lot of people are on this healing journey now. So many, you know, counterparts awoke during that time period. Like there was a whole wave that awoke. And this could be someone like looking at their past, looking at past connections, looking at their past relationship with their parents, looking at, you know, in their generations, they could be like really becoming more self-aware about how their past has affected the way they show up in connections. Again, that rant that I went on in the beginning of this reading was for a reason. This could be someone even exploring their own like neurodivergency. I don't even know if that's a word, but I keep saying it. So this could be someone getting in touch with the fact, like they're realizing that they do have ADHD, or they resonate with ADHD, and they're seeing how some of those things do affect how they show up in relationships. Very interesting. Healing though, 5 of Cups in reverse, coming out of that sad energy too that I was feeling. Let's get your energy. Let's look at your energy. We have the Tower and we have the 10 of Cups. So it does look, this is interesting because the Tower is your current energy. I don't feel Tower energy for you, like not in this sense. Maybe, you know, maybe something unexpected is happening to you. It doesn't feel to me like your world is crumbling down because you're in divine feminine energy, but you could be in the energy that, you know, divine feminine, you've evolved, you've grown, you've stabilized, and you know that you want something stable. You know, your energy could be, this energy that I'm seeing could be the fact that you've had a revelation that you want something emotionally stable, and you want something that's not toxic. You want something that's healthy, you know, that's emotionally fulfilling, that's stable. It could also be your current energy. You could even be like, maybe you're realizing that this person was unstable because, you know, they had inner healing to do. I just actually want to look at the Tower for you. Maybe there's something unexpected in your energy right now. I don't know what that would be. So let me just talk about it. Maybe this person has suddenly like popped back up into your energy. Again, I was hearing like you want something stable. You could really resonate with the Cancer reading I did. It does talk about like upheaval, trauma. It looks like you're healing trauma. That's what this looks like, because I mentioned inner work. So you could be healing trauma like in yourself. You could be someone who's, you know, really focused on when you feel these triggers, when you feel this instability, you're reflecting on what's unhealed within me. It also talks about a foundational shift in the view of love. So again, you could be someone who is looking at this person like, I do not want the past version of this person back. I want something stable. I want something emotionally fulfilling. I want someone who's healed, you know? Doesn't mean this person won't, it does not mean this person won't be that person. You know what? Can I look at career for you? I'm asking your permission. If you don't want to hear it, fast forward now. So you could be going through some sort of Tower moment in your career, because maybe, you know, you are someone who has a dream. I'm hearing, I've got a dream from Tangled and the Tower, Tangled. Anyway, you could be someone who is experiencing chaos in your like day job because you're meant to be focusing on your dream, if that makes sense. That is something that happens. Maybe, you know, you're experiencing, again, some chaos or some Tower moments through your career. Anyway. It's also divine protection and divine intervention, the Tower. So there could be some sort of divine intervention going on with Archangel Michael. Like maybe you saw this person or something. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see how this person is feeling about you. We have the King of Cups. Cancer, are you here? We have the King of Cups, which I'm not going to take. I just saw... Oh, stop it. That's the one I was seeing when I was shuffling. Don't stop. That's what I was seeing when I was shuffling. I was seeing the Empress. This is their feelings for you. So look at this. For their feelings, we have them wanting to create something with you, wanting to cross the threshold, to come towards you, to step into their higher self so they can meet you where they are. This is someone who wants to commit to this. They see commitment. They see renewal with this. And we have the Empress. So this is someone who sees you as their divine feminine. This is someone who feels you're very nurturing. You could be, maybe they're looking at you thinking that you're very abundant right now. They could see you as, for some reason, I'm like half distracted, seeing if I can see where the book to this deck is. I wonder where it would be. I have so many books. Anyway, someone who could possibly see having a family with you. I won't look very long. I have... No, that's not it. I don't know where this book is. Like I said, I have so many books. Oh, look, I found it. Yay! That's interesting. There's a tarot card on the floor. There's a tarot card on the floor. Healing hurt. Healing from heartbreak. Freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Interesting. I'm at 1 hour and 15 minutes, my friends. That's a long reading. Anyway, so we have the Empress here. This is the other version of this deck, but the meaning is the same. Look, I opened right up to it. For how they're feeling about you, page 35, numerology, Empress, Hierophant energy. Look, this is a sign to step away from your ego. So this person feels like they need to step away from their ego and commit to this. Very interesting. Treat others exactly how you want to be treated, with love, warmth, and compassion. This card also signifies a period of your life where your connection with the divine is especially potent. Make sure to get out of your head and truly tune into your intuition. That's how this person feels about you. Like they need to step away from that past version of themselves. They need to evolve. They need to change. They need not to be toxic. They need to work on their avoidance issues. Take all this as it resonates. That's how they're feeling about you. Let's look at their intentions. You came out right away. 6 of Cups, intentions. See, I cannot make these cards come out. 6 of Cups is about healing childhood wounds. It's about healing past wounds. For intentions, it's about reconnection. It's about reaching out to you. It's about reconnecting with a past person. It's about reunion. And you know, look, I was just going to say, I'm seeing marriage, and look, 4 of Wands on the bottom. I was seeing marriage because these two are at an altar. I was seeing an altar here. So this person's intentions, I was hearing marriage. And look at the bottom, 4 of Wands for their intentions. So this person's intentions are to reconnect with you and to have union with you. To have stability with you. Let's see what their action will be. What action will this person take? I shouldn't laugh. We have the Knight of Stars. I swear that came out in Cancer's reading too. So their actions are to come towards you slow and steady. We have the 9 of Cups. So their actions, this person will be coming towards you in a more positive mindset, in a more uplifting mindset. This is about following their intuition. And the Knight of Stars, that's the Knight of Pentacles. This person could be moving towards you very slowly. Maybe it's taken a time. We have a delay here. So I feel like this person has been delayed in coming in. But the Knight of Pentacles for actions shows them moving towards you very slowly. You know what? Let's look this up. Oh, this reading is so long. Maybe you're worrying about how long this is taking, because again, I'm worrying about how long this reading is. I'm looking something up. Hang on. So the Knight of Pentacles as action talks about being patient and steady and building the relationship slow and methodically. Moving very slowly. You could be dealing with an entrepreneur. I'm just going to look at this. Hang on. Action. Somebody in my house is coughing. Get away, you pop-up ad. A need for gradual, steady development rather than rushing things. So again, if this person is not, it's like this person is being called to build a strong foundation before coming in towards you. And like I said, for some of you, this person has been slow to come in. That's really interesting. What else can you tell me about this action, please? What is this action? We have the High Priestess. And we have the Knight of Cups and Temperance. So this is showing me that this person could have that, remember that programming that I was talking about? This person could have like things they need to realize about themselves before they come towards you. This is someone being called to, I don't feel like this person is allowed to come near you until they're in this temperance energy, until they're more balanced and they can be more consistent. Like I said, I feel like this person could reach out, wants to reach out right now, but they may, if they reach out, they may come in very inconsistent, and that could be why they've taken their time. The High Priestess and the Knight of Cups, that's really interesting because that shows intuition. So it shows me that this person is being guided intuitively to move slowly. Maybe they have a lot of programming, you know, with the High Priestess. Knight of Cups does show this person, you know, wanting to rekindle things with you. I want to see, let's just see about timing. I don't normally ask about timing, but I feel called to. Can you show me the timing of this action? What is the timing of this action? We have the Four of Stars. That's really interesting. So everything I was talking about, it feels like this person's insecurities or lack of stability is what keeps them from coming towards you, even though their intuition, you know, calls for you with the Knight of Cups. Remember that flower creation, like this person's intentions are to walk away from their past self to come towards you, and it looks to me like that will take some time here. For some of you, you could have known this person for quite a while now. I'm just thinking about timing here. I'm going to be honest about what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like the energy of someone perhaps reaching out to you but holding back. Someone, you know, reaching out to you but remaining guarded. Possibly, I don't know why I'm hearing 3 weeks. I'm hearing 3 weeks. So like for some of you, this person could reach out to you like 3 weeks from now, but they could hold back, if that makes sense. I actually want to look at the Four of Pentacles as actions for you. I'm just going to look it up. The Four of Pentacles also, you know, represents a connection that you can't let go of. Yeah, it's like this person isn't going to come towards you until they're ready to leave their comfort zone. And for some of you, this person is trying to accomplish something financially before coming towards you. And I know that sounds weird, but like this could be someone who wants to provide for you, protect for you. And maybe there's something they want to accomplish in their own career before they make this move towards you. And again, to the logical mind, that sounds silly, but you know, I don't know why I'm getting this example, but like when I thought I was ready to have kids, I was guided to focus on my career before having children and to build like a little bit of stability before bringing children into this world. White SUV. The Four of Pentacles, the inability to let someone go. Yeah, this person, they need to feel secure before taking action towards you is what's coming through here. And we also have the Three of Swords here in reverse, which shows reconciliation. This could be where I'm getting 3 weeks from as well. Look, Queen of Crystals, interesting. So it's like this person, the Queen of Crystals, there could be a boundary here too, that this person knows that they need to take accountability for something or apologize or make something right if they're going to move forward with you. And this could be someone who, you know, never learned how to apologize. So let's see advice about this person. What is your advice about this person? We have the Five of Cups. So this is someone who's healing from the past here. In Hanged Man energy, they're healing from the past. And, you know, there is an energy here of a delay and an energy of surrendering this to the divine, you know, and I know that's frustrating, but continuing to focus on yourself, continuing to do your inner healing. It will help this person. I also feel like this person is going to show you a new perspective once they've healed from some of these past wounds with that Five of Cups in reverse. And we have the Three of Wands and the Star. So don't give up hope with the Star. There is progression here. There is forward movement with the Three of Wands. Your advice, you know, don't lose hope of your dreams. I feel like for some of you, this is, you know, your dream here to be in union with this person or to have this person heal. Don't let go of that with the Star. Don't give up hope. And the Three of Wands is about, you know, envisioning your future. So keep envisioning your future with this person is what I'm hearing. Don't lose hope that this person can progress towards you. Let's look at remember near future energy, we had you independent and them evolving into Emperor energy. So I just want to look, I want to look 3 months from now, what the energy is between you. 3 months time. In 3 months, what is the energy between the two of these people? That didn't want to come out, okay? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever the other card was, it flipped out and flipped back in. I couldn't even see it. 3 months. We have Wheel of Fortune, a turning point. We have changes. We have this wheel spinning in your favor. And we have the Four of Wands. So the two of you could be coming back together in like 3 months' time. That's what this is saying. Or the wheel turns in your favor, working towards union with this Four of Wands. That's amazing. And look, the Magician, what you've been manifesting. Taking a relationship to the next level, communication with this person. There is stability here. I said 3 months because that's just what popped into my head. So within 3 months, it looks, you know, like what you're manifesting here will happen. Look, we have the Hierophant. So marriage, commitment, everything you've been manifesting. 3 months. That's nothing. All right, any last words for this Divine Feminine Spirit? Come on. Be patient. The Queen of Pentacles. So any last advice you need about this? You know, nurture yourself, focus on yourself. I know that's so like, I know. But the best thing you can do right now is focus on yourself, focus on your children, focus on your animals, focus on your business, focus on you, the Queen of Pentacles. But like the card that came out, you will have long-term stability here with this person, 10 of Pentacles. Your advice is that the energy you put into yourself right now, The focus you put into your career, into this person, into your healing, into whatever you're investing in, will have long-term effects with the Ten of Pentacles. You know, you're nearing this Ten of Pentacles. There is stability coming. I don't know if you guys can see the card, but when I said any last words, look at what we have. We have the Lovers. So that does symbolize a divine connection, you know, where there's a power higher than yourself creating tower moments and creating growth and creating transformation and possibly even creating temptation. Anyway, I can't believe that was the last card that came out. I can. And the best thing you can do for this connection right now is to focus on yourself, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Success in business. Sensible, practical approach leads to steady progress. Independence and success after a long period of effort. Your challenging uphill journey is reaching completion. That's the last words here. Remember I said completion. This challenging uphill journey, the Lovers, is nearing completion. Everything that's been happening is happening for long-term stability so that when the two of you come into union, you can have this stable foundation. What was I going to look at? The Lovers. I was going to look at the Lovers. And then I'm going to end this reading because it's so long. So your advice, make up your mind about what you find important and unimportant in your life. So that's, you know, I feel like you're already doing that, but you can continue to do that with other things, like anything that doesn't feel aligned with you or for your highest good, release it. Be as true to yourself as you can be so that you will be genuine and authentic to the people who are around you. Very interesting. The Lovers talks about confidence, strength, and empowering each other. And I feel like that is the point of this soul contract. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Let's just get a few messages. But other than that, I'm going to leave it here because I've rambled on for long enough. I kind of want to I haven't gotten these ones in a while. We're at 1 hour and 32 minutes. My goodness. Oh my gosh, look at the bottom card. That is insane. I haven't touched this deck in so long. I want to talk to you, but I'm not sure I'm ready to share everything and give you the answers you deserve. That's that 4 of Pentacles. And I also have to mention that every deck I chose, with the exception of this one, the one with the beach on it, every deck I chose, I haven't touched in such a long time. So that could be symbolic. We have, I think you're beautiful inside and out. I see the light that radiates from your soul. Oh, look at this one that just came on the top. I'm changing this pattern and moving forward. These feelings overwhelm me and I become afraid. Sometimes I even run away from you because of it. I'm trying to leave my comfort zone with this issue. That's like so your person. That's like the energy that's been coming through. What is this now? It's like an Easter egg hunt. We incarnated together to clear specific patterns from our ancestral bloodlines. What was I ranting about? What was I ranting about, friends? I'm telling you. So let's see what your person wants to say to you. I'm just going to go through once through the deck. I'll leave it. No bottom of the deck. There's a lesson to be learned from this. So there's a lesson in everything that's happening. I wish you could see that we are mirroring each other right now. So whatever you're working on, they're working on. Whatever you're feeling, they're feeling. We must remember that we are gods, goddesses, and work to embody that energy, divine feminine, divine masculine, emperor, empress. I feel insecure and it's pushing me to grow. And your person does feel insecure when it comes to you. Expand your concept of what a twin flame is. It's more than romance. It's a deep soul activation to heal in order to embody love and light. Truth. I feel like I don't deserve your love. I'm worried you'll leave me when you see who I really am. And you can see how this person is struggling with their insecurity. They're not this emperor yet, is what I'm hearing. Our inner children are crying out right now. We both need to comfort them and become the parents. So reparenting yourselves. I can't validate our love in the 3D until I understand our spiritual love in the 5D. Give me time to explore this aspect so that I can become a strong spiritual partner for you. We have, I see you working to create change and I am proud of what you are accomplishing. I want to work on a mission with you. So this person could see you changing, growing, evolving, working on something. This situation is being caused by the both of us. Look at your own role in this situation and help us to change it. And that's what I say about counterparts. It's not like just them. They're meant to be teaching us lessons too. White SUV. When I look into your eyes, I see the universe and it activates me. This could even be someone who avoids eye contact with you because they feel very intense. I'm trying to understand how my thoughts create my reality. I know I need to stay positive. Are you? Are you remaining positive? I watch you on social media and the internet sneakily. It's my way of staying close and finding out more about you. I daydream about you. Didn't I tell you it was sexual? Sometimes it's sexual, other times I visualize our future together. I swear I said this is someone envisioning a future with you. Just like you, I'm always doing some form of mission. My energy and wisdom supports those around me. So this could be someone working on, I said entrepreneur. This could be someone working on their own business. And I'm just going to take the 2 cards off the top of the deck to kind of even it out. Our love will manifest through the union of heart and mind. Expanding these areas allows our love to grow. And we have, I'm going through a dark night of the soul. Nothing in my life is making sense. So this person, you know, their older self is breaking down. They're on that threshold, like I said. So I'm going to leave it here, my friends. I apologize. It was so long. And I feel like this person is going to be like, I'm sorry it took me so long. Anyway, because I was like hyper aware of how long, like I just keep feeling the length of this. So very symbolic of maybe that's how you're feeling. Maybe your person is feeling that way. Anyway, I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and I will thank you for watching this long ass reading, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.